Hi, thank you for being here. I'm Gail Norbury and this is my Supercharge Your Classified Advertising course. This course was designed specifically for small business owners who are mainly doing classified advertising as a way of finding new customers. In this course, I'll teach you how to stand out from the crowd so that your ad is the one that gets noticed and your business is the one that prospective customers contact. It's full of extremely valuable strategies that you can take action on right away to start seeing results. So let's go ahead and dive in.
Businesses are built on the quality of the marketing and advertising they do. It's the way we let our customers know that we exist, especially in the first place when we first start up. It lets them know what we do and how it will help our potential customers. And the better we get at it, the faster we can build our business. We use marketing and advertising to attract new customers, keep the customers we have, and persuade our customers to spend more with us. Some prominent marketing experts, both here in the UK and in the US, go as far as stating that if you want to run a business, you have to get good at marketing because it's the first and primary skill of every successful business person. They reckon it doesn't matter what else you do in your business, marketing should be your number one priority and the thing you spend most of your time on. Some would even go as far as saying that whatever business you're in, you're actually in the marketing business, meaning the business of finding and keeping customers. While I agree with that perspective, I also know that when you're running a small business, you're taking on a lot of roles. The things that have to get done, such as your accounts, payroll, actually providing your current customers with your product or service, have to come first. Which is why I've created this course. Is to help small business owners to make the most of the money you're already spending on classified advertising and to help increase the number of customers you're getting from it. Although I'll actually be concentrating on classified advertising in this course, the techniques I'm going to cover can also be used on your website, in your flyers, brochures, email marketing, videos, sales presentations, and even Google and Facebook advertising. So if you're looking to build your business, you're in the right place. So why advertise in the local press? Advertising in local press can be very profitable, as long as it's treated as an investment, one that's expected to bring in new customers on a regular basis. But why advertise in the local press rather than Google or Facebook or any other internet media? Well, firstly, people read local papers and magazines. People like to know what goes on in their community. They like to know what people are doing, what the town they live in is planning, and how things are going generally. It keeps us informed. Knowing what's going on keeps us feeling part of the community. And of course, when we're reading, we see ads. Secondly is trust. We're much more likely to trust our local press when we're looking for a product or service. We trust the publication to give us unbiased news, and by extension, we're more likely to trust the advertisers in it. We know also that traders survive by their reputation. Again, by extension, we believe that shopping locally often gets us a higher standard of service. Shop local. We've all been exposed to Mary Portas and her Shop Local campaign. One of the central parts of the campaign is that customers get a broader product choice than the standard brands available in the multinationals. Many people do try to shop local for that and other reasons, so it's worth advertising locally to take advantage of the trend. Uniqueness. People don't always want the same as everybody else. They want to be different, and they know that smaller local businesses often have products and specialised service that the multinationals simply can't do. And where do you look for smaller local businesses? That's right, in the local press. And finally, advertising on the internet, whether on Google, Facebook or any other website, requires a certain amount of digital knowledge. It is very easy to lose money if you don't get your ads right, if you don't have a sales funnel in place, and if your target audience and keywords are not specific enough. And people read the press. It works. So if you don't have time to learn or the money to buy in digital expertise, the most profitable and straightforward thing you can do for your business is to get more customers and make more money from the press advertising you're already doing. So let's get into what we're going to cover. Firstly, why your ads need to be different, or to put it another way, how and why you need to stand out from the crowd. How to get noticed when your ad is competing for attention with so many others. Secondly, the 5 essential components that should be in every ad. These are the 5 key things that will make your ad stand out. These essentials make your potential customers want to react, make them want to contact you because they can see from your ad that your product or service will make a difference to their lives. And also will make them do something now, not sometime. Not the, oh, I'll do that later syndrome. Because you know yourself, if people don't act immediately, unfortunately, they forget. So we'll be looking at ways to get your potential customers to get in contact. Thirdly, we'll be covering why and how you should target your customers carefully and the difference that will make to your profitability and to the return on investment. Specifically, we'll be looking at which customers to go for first. 4 is about the numbers in advertising you should know. We'll be dealing with how to measure your ads so you know what's working and what isn't. Measurement will allow you to track and then improve the number of customers you're getting, overall increasing your return on investment. By the way, these numbers are probably not ones you'd normally look at. They're vital to business success, but I bet they're not ones your accountant will have told you about. Let's face it, you need to be better than your competitors to win, which is why understanding your numbers is so important. It's something many business owners don't do because they think it must be difficult and they don't really know what to look at. In this course, I'll show you which numbers to look at and how to calculate them. It'll give you a massive advantage over your competitors who probably don't do this, and it doesn't take long. 5 is testing new ideas for maximising profits. I'll show you the impact small changes can make and then go through the type of things you could be considering when looking to improve your ads. I'll also show you how making those small changes, like the ones we cover, can make massive improvements in the response rates to your ads. And as part of that, we'll look at how, by using all the techniques we're going to cover in this course, I increase leads from one ad by 136%. And finally, we'll finish up with a 10-point action checklist, which will remind you of all the points from this Supercharge Your Classified Advertising course, so you can put what you've learned into action. And the point of all this is to get you more customers. But that's not all. During the course, I'll be building 2 classified ads from scratch so you can see what goes into a great ad, how all the components work, and how a finished ad could look. Seeing examples of how they work usually stimulates the imagination, and I hope they'll stimulate yours as to how these techniques could work for you. I've also included 3 bonuses for you. The first is a workbook that you could use alongside these training modules to help you work up your own ads. It includes helpful hints and tips covering all the modules of the course and pages to help you create your own ads. The second is an ebook on how Google can help you create better headlines for your classified ads. It shows you how to do that with the screenshots, so you won't get lost. And the third is a paper on how to turn your website from a brochure into a powerful sales tool that really helps find new customers. I believe I've included everything you'll need to create your own great performing ads. All we need to do now is start. Let's take the first point from the previous slide and have a quick look at why your ad needs to stand out. Here's an example of the classified pages in my local magazine, which is typical of many local publications. Now, if we're spending money advertising here or elsewhere in any local publication, the advert's job is to stand out, be noticed above all the others, and get potential customers to contact us in some way. But looking at this page, let's take an example. There are at least 3 gardening companies on this page. If you were looking for a gardener, which one would you go for? And can you even spot them? The trouble is that basically they're all saying the same thing. So how as a customer would I know which one would be best for me? Because none of these ads really stand out. My options are I could ring them all and get them all to come round and quote. I could ring the one where I can see the number the easiest and hope for the best. I could not bother. Or I could decide to ask my friends and acquaintances to see if they can recommend somebody instead, because I can't make a decision based on what I see here. It's not a good outcome for these advertisers. But once you've done the rest of this course, your ads will stand out and say clearly, "Contact me." So how do we do that? In the videos in this course, I'm going to build 2 ads step by step so you can see and understand how all the components fit together and to give you all the knowledge and tools you'll need to build your own. So let's get into the course. We're starting with the 5 essential components that should be in every ad, even in classified ads where there's very little space. The 5 components that should be in every ad are a headline designed to attract your specific customers, telling them why they should be interested in your product or service. We also need to tell the reader of the ad, your potential customer, what you want them to do, so a call to action. And we must give them a reason to do it, and that's about telling them what they'll get out of it, how their life will be better if they act and buy your product or service. To get them to act now, so they don't forget, we need a deadline. And finally, and very importantly, we need some sort of measurement method, so we know how well our ad is working. In the next videos, we'll go into more depth on each of these components, and I'll show you how to use each one of them to build your own ad. I'll also be creating 2 ads from scratch so you can see how it all fits together. This is the end of training module 1, which has covered the benefits to your business of why your ads need to stand out. To learn how to develop your own outstanding headline and see 2 example ads developed as we go along, please start module 2.